Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a pretty fun video to talk about. This is how to read a book. Now I know that the title sounds really strange, but I'll give you guys an idea of what I'm talking. When I first started grad school, I had 2 courses per semester, and in those 2 courses, I might have had a book per week to read for each course. When you have 2 entire books and 7 days to read said books, you're a busy person. How do you absorb that much information in such a short amount of time? The answer is you don't. Not like in the way that you would typically read a book. And I think this is the main thing that we need to discuss when it comes to books. Books can be read for different purposes, either for enjoyment or for information. If you have a lot of time or you're reading something for funsies, you read a book page by page and just enjoy the story. It doesn't always work with a book you have to read in a week. So instead, you need to get as much information about what the author is saying in the book and what the main points are without going through it page by page. And there's ways to do that. So the first thing that you should do is research the book you're reading. Look up reviews, look up the author, look up anything that's been said about the title so you can get yourself an idea of what you're looking for. Don't worry about spoilers. Anything you're looking for right away. And go in knowing that. The next thing you really need to do is go through the table of contents and see what the chapter titles are and see if you can reverse engineer the road of an argument so you can kind of already get an idea of what the structure is going to be. Then do the actual page-by-page reading, but do the introduction to the book and the conclusion of it. So the opening, either the foreword or introduction or the first chapter, and read that page by page and kind of see this as like their essay, their abstract for what the whole book is going to be, and their conclusion sort of wrapping things up and talking about bigger questions. Then you have the body chapters, and hopefully you'll be able to say enough about each of the chapters through all the information you've already seen already, but it's still good to go through the chapters, not page by page, but maybe read the beginning of the chapter, the end of the chapter, look for headings, subheadings in the chapter to take notes about, like just kind of walk you through the argument. Make sure to stop on any like graphs, maps, things like that that show that they're trying to convey information in a different way. And lists. Lists are always a great thing to see in a book. And sort of give yourself an idea of what the chapter is about and do that for each chapter. Then you should be able to make a 1-page note that gives you the highlights of the book and everything that is relevant for you to know for the future so that you can keep it in your notes for later. If you're really good, you can do this in like a couple hours and absorb an entire book. And I think that you can get a lot out of that, especially when you get into things like during your PhD, you do something called the comprehensive exams, where you have to read probably over 100 books in a few months. So it's really good to get into the habit of this. So I hope that answers your question, and I have a lot of history to go. This is the end of the Batman month, so, November is either coming up or it's here, and I'll see you guys for the next batch of Historian IRL. I'm Tristan. I did that backwards. I don't care. Peace.